Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I've got a really important announcement. This week is my birthday on 14th of February, on Wednesday. Valentine's Day is my birthday, and to celebrate that, I'm launching a new program called the Serviced Accommodation Accelerator. Now, I want to show you through this what you're going to get included in that. There's nearly 100 training videos, and serviced accommodation is a great strategy in today's market because maybe you own a property in your own name and that's not very tax efficient. Well, you can get round tax by using it as a serviced accommodation business. You don't have all those Section 24 problems that you'll come across, and we go into that in this program. It can also just be a high cash flow strategy when interest rates are significantly higher, but there's a lot to do to make a serviced accommodation business run effectively. And that's why we've spent months making this program. And I just wanted to give you a real quick deep dive into serviced accommodation and how this works. And right now, this is on discount for my birthday week. We normally are going to sell this for £999. It's just £99 this week. Now, if it's anything like the fundamentals of property investing, which we just launched a few weeks ago, hundreds of people jumped into that very, very quickly. But this one, we're going to limit to just 100 people. So do make sure that you grab this quite quickly. So what you can see here is, you can see it's got all the different modules. So we go into what is serviced accommodation, how to make more money, how to avoid tax, the regulations and the non-regulation stuff about that, how it's fast to get money, all of these sorts of things. And obviously not having nightmare tenants, so you can't have a sitting tenant or someone that doesn't pay you rent for a long period of time. Then we go through the basics and how you get started. Things like planning permission, mortgages, the insurance you need, data protection for the clients and the customers. How you could do this on a rent-to-rent basis as well. So you could do this by owning the property, but maybe you're just getting started in property. You don't have the funds to buy a buy-to-let property just yet. You could do this as a rent-to-rent, so we'll show you how to do that. You could do it just as a spare room in your house. You don't have to have the whole property rented out. How to set up the company, how to get your first unit, how to do this as a buy-to-let, how to do it as an HMO, the goals that you need to set. Then we're going to help you find the area that you want to do this, right? Because this doesn't work everywhere, let's be honest. And there are some places that you'll look at and they might do really well in the summer. For example, a beach town, Cornwall, will do very well in the summer, but not make much money in the winter, and effectively could wipe out all your profit. And so we look for gold mine areas where you can make money all year round. That's very, very important. So we look at people that could possibly rent your Airbnb property. Could it be tourists, people that are relocating, people that have got business projects, and how to find these people, market to these people, and get them into your accommodation. That's the most important thing. Then we look at how we compare this to hotels. We use some software to find good areas and bad areas, comparables. We go into the money side of things, know your numbers, the fees, the cleaners, the linen costs, bills, mortgages, rents, maintenance. All of this stuff is very, very important. Now, serviced accommodation, if you run it yourself, it's very labour intensive. In fact, it's a job. It could be quite a well-paid job, but it is a job. And so we don't want that. I would rather you built a team out to do this for you, so you could go on holiday or do this remotely, or even in other countries, right? There are people that do this in places like Dubai, for example, that do very well. People do it in America, like Florida, near the Disney parks and stuff like that. That's important. So we want to help you be able to find the cleaners, the removal agents, the design, handymen, because let's face it, if a doorknob falls off at 1 o'clock in the morning, do you really want to be fixing that? Or would you rather send a handyman that he does that, or they do that, she does that day in, day out? You need to now to stage the property and get good pictures. And we go into all of this, how to automate it with software, how to use maintenance, how to get your team to work together. Then we're going to talk about the supplies you need to do this, all the different things that can turn that property from maybe sleeping 3 or 4 people to 5 or 6 people. Obviously using things like sofa beds and zip beds and stuff like that. But there's a way to do that and put it in the right structure to make sure this is going to be profitable for you. And we go into all of the little things that you need. Then how to get bookings. That's the biggest fear of everyone, right? I'm going to launch my serviced accommodation, then I'm never going to get a booking. That terrifies people, and rightly so, right? Because there are serviced accommodation businesses that massively fail, that don't make any money at all. And so you've got to set this up the right way. You've got to get the bookings. That's very, very important. Remember, you can grab this. I'm going to put the link in the description and the first comment on this video, so you can grab this for just £99 today. That's a one-off charge. That is not a monthly fee. It's a one-off charge. So it's absolute no-brainer for you guys. How to manage like your listings on multiple places, because you don't want to just list on Airbnb. You want to be on bookings.com, all the holiday cottages sites, and all of these sites. There's tons of them, like nearly 100 sites you can be on, but you've got to manage it right, because if, for example, you've got a booking on bookings.com, then you've got one on hotels.com, and you've got two people turning up, that's not going to work. So you've got to have a software system that, as soon as you've got a booking, blocks that out. And when I go to use Airbnbs, I use Airbnbs quite a lot, especially when I go up to Doncaster. It's random. Some days I'll go up there, it'll be like a Tuesday, and I'll think nothing's on, there's no football on, there's no races on, but all the hotels up there isn't enough, so they get booked out. So then I book on Airbnb, and I might book as late as 11 o'clock at night. And so we've got to make sure that I can still get into the property late at night. This is all very, very important. We want to obviously sort out things like the pricing, seasonality. Last year, Katie, Georgia, Amelie, myself, we stayed in France for a little while. And it was, what I found strange is that the person that had the Airbnb place there, we had this huge place. I don't know if you saw it. If you watched the channel back last summer, you'll have seen I made some videos from there. Huge place, swimming pool, all to ourselves for 90 quid a night. And the lady charged 90 quid in January and 90 quid in July. Like, it just didn't make sense. She should have been adjusting her prices. She could have charged 200, 300 quid in July and still been fully booked. So that's important that we get the seasonal stuff right, so you charge the right stuff. You need terms and conditions so you don't get people getting refunds unnecessarily. All of these things are very, very important. Then I want to help you, obviously, run it without you. So get reviews in for the business, tax right, VAT right, figures, assistants running it for you. All of this stuff is very, very important. And so we spent a long time making this program. As I said, it's on discount right now. It's just £99 today. I'm going to link that in the description, so you can just click on that, grab it. You've got it for life, right? This is really good training to have. All the different property strategies are really, really important, but this is a real proven one to get high cash flow and a good return. So do click on the link, do check it out, do get enrolled, and come and join us on the Serviced Accommodation Accelerator. That's my birthday gift to you. Remember, this is my birthday week. My birthday's on Wednesday, on Valentine's Day. That's why we're doing that this week. So go and check it out, because at the end of the week, the sale will be gone.